Hey, who's that good-looking guy? Whoa, doing the one eye. Look at that. Illuminati confirmed. Please pardon me. This is something that Colin Liddell wrote that I have to comment on. But just to let everybody know, I don't have any interest in. I'm not gonna. This isn't gonna be some really tiresome back and forth, beef. I really don't have any interest in that, and I know the majority of you don't have an interest in that either. I don't. I don't have any intention of continuing uh, this back and forth. But I knew that Colin would have to probably respond to the couple of videos that I did about him that were critical of some of the stances that he's been taking lately. I kind of maybe thought he would just ignore it and turn the other cheek or something, but that's not really. Not really. I should not have expected that, and I didn't get that. So, and I really just have to. I honestly am amused. I'm tickled by. This is a really, really, really mean article about me, but I don't know. When people are mean and abusive to me, it sometimes it tickles my funny bone for some reason. I don't know. Maybe there's something weirdly cathartic about about it. But there's some really. Oh my word. Okay, so let me just comment on this, and I promise this won't be long. And again, I promise I'm not going to get sidetracked. This isn't going to be the Andy versus Colin beef. I know nobody's terribly interested in that. So you see Colin's title. This is at his new site, which you can find. Andy Nowicki's mental breakdown continues as he launches shameless attack on former comrade. Shameless attack. Well, I mean, I did say that I did say that Colin shamelessly shilled for Russophobes or for something. What was it? I can't remember. Can't remember the title right now. So I guess that one turn deserves another. There, I called him shameless, and he's going to call me shameless. I don't think it was really an attack, but we'll put that aside. It was definitely critical. But anyway, Andy with his talking pillow. So he chooses this highly unflattering picture of me, which is not hard to find because most of the pictures of me are not flattering pictures. I'm not what you'd call photogenic. So listen to this. Andy Nowicki's ongoing mental breakdown. I can't say that that's entirely wrong, though. His ongoing mental breakdown entered a new phase recently when the bald-headed YouTube star bald-headed. That's so egregious. Anyone can tell that I don't have any hair. I mean, you really, Colin feels the need to point it out that I'm bald-headed. It's like, so, continuing. Launched a shameless attack on a former comrade. Shameless in quotes. Nowicki, who has suffered from increasingly debilitating symptoms of mental illness since his wife divorced him. He actually went there. But then in his Wikipedia entry on me, he also references my divorce. But here, he just really, you've really lost it since your wife dumped you some years ago. Crudely misrepresented the ideas of his former comrade in a desperate attempt to gain views for his beleaguered YouTube channel. I guess it is beleaguered in the sense that it's got two strikes. It's beleaguered in the sense that my YouTube, the material that I post on YouTube, almost always runs afoul of the YouTube censor. So, okay, fair enough to call it beleaguered. In the 20-minute rant, of course, it was just a rant. There was no reason behind it at all. It was just me carrying on like an angry, unhinged mental patient suffering an ongoing mental breakdown. In his 20-minute rant, Nowicki denounced his former colleagues' opposition to Putin's invasion of the Ukraine. I didn't denounce his opposition to the invasion of the Ukraine. This is the beginning of misrepresentations, which I I suspect are there just to bait me. But I'm not going to be baited into responding, except to just point out that I never said that I never denounced Colin for opposing Putin's invasion of Ukraine. Claiming that Putin was a Christian saint who eats Nazis for breakfast. What? This is so... This is... Colin, my man, you know you're lying that when you say these things. This just reads like a parody, like somebody, who is intentionally misrepresenting me, because I certainly never said Putin was a Christian saint, or that he eats Nazis for breakfast. I did point out that the Azov battalion is made up of Nazis, and nobody really debates that point. The Azov battalion, which is a part of the Ukrainian army, a fairly significant part. Anyway, and the war in Ukraine only continues because the Ukrainians are too cowardly to surrender. Okay. How many lies are in this paragraph? In a 20-minute rant, I guess it was 20 minutes long, that's not a lie, I denounced my former colleague for his opposition to Putin's invasion of the Ukraine, lie. Claiming that Putin was a Christian, I claimed that Putin was a Christian saint, lie. Who eats Nazis for breakfast? Like, where does he invent this quote? I never said that. That just has got to be like an effort to bait me by putting words in my mouth that I never said, never even implied. Okay, so another lie. And the war in Ukraine only continues because the Ukrainians are too cowardly to surrender. Definitely a lie. Never said that. Never assailed the Ukrainians. Being too cowardly to surrender. I don't know what that means. That it would be brave to surrender. I guess maybe he's being. I don't know what he's being there. This is a brilliant argument often made by certified lunatics in the alt-right. Just soak in the ad hominem, just the venomous ad hominem there, which is, part of Liddellian prose. It's something that you commonly find. He also claimed that his former comrade was a highly paid operative for British intelligence, a bit like James Bond, only better looking. I think he's referring to himself there. I didn't say that he was. I didn't say he was highly paid. I wondered why he was just taking this sudden stance, in favor of the Western neoliberal neocon position on Russia and Ukraine. And I wondered if somebody had said something to him. It was not a claim, though. It was just something that I wondered about. This strange and mystifying outburst. Blah! It's an outburst by Nowicki follows other wild allegations by the former college professor, that children have been raped by pizzas, controlled by, quote, yeah, where are these quotes coming from? He eats Nazis for breakfast. Quote, who said that? Certainly not me. Have been raped by pizzas, controlled by, quote, evil lizard people who rule the world. Where did I say that? Where's that quote? I don't know. That is something that would be taken from an extremely unsubtle reading of some of my work. But I know that Colin Liddell is capable of a more subtle reading than that, and that he's just indulging his bile here, and that they move South America around without telling anyone. They. Well, that's a reference to my video about the Mandela effect, where I just talk about remembering how on some maps South America was. I remember from my youth a lot of maps of South America where it just goes straight down south, as opposed to leaning heavily to the east, the way that it does now, without telling anyone. Okay, so anyway, so that's it. Substance free. He says that I crudely misrepresented his ideas without explaining how. That would have been useful if he had responded to my video by saying how I had misrepresented him. That would mean there was at least some substance to this response. Instead, he crudely misrepresents my ideas, quotes me as saying things that I never said, takes shots at me about being some divorced loser, bald-headed divorced loser with a beleaguered YouTube channel. And these are the tags. In Wiki, drama and gay ops. Mental insanity. Sorry, y'all. All right. So anyway, this article leaves absolutely untouched everything that I said in my recent video where I was critiquing Colin's article. It does not answer any of my assertions. It does not address anything that I brought up. It just, as you can see, is a well, it's a not very nice series of insults. Not very nice, and not even all that witful. Again, there's a lot of things you could say about me that would be pretty funny, but saying I'm bald-headed, saying I'm a divorced loser, saying that I ranted, and then putting words in my mouth that I never said. Okay, getting raped by pizza, saying that children have been raped by pizzas. Okay, I'll give you there. That's kind of funny. That I think they move South America around without telling anyone. All right. I mean, that's kind of funny, even though it's not at all what I said, but it's still kind of funny. But my goodness, I should have expected this, and here you have it. So again, this will be the last thing I have to say, I believe, on this front. This channel will not turn into a beef channel. I just wanted to comment on this lovely article penned by my dear former comrade, Colin Liddell. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.